Welcome back, everybody, to the Problematic Podcast. I'm your friendly neighborhood co-host, Rita, with my friendliest, favoritist co-host, Whitney.
Hello,
How are you in
I'm
these
here.
trying times?
And my God, are they trying?
Child,
Jesus
the
wept.
world is falling apart.
By the seams. Like, anyone got any super glue? Like, Gorilla Glue should be able to handle it, right? Remember the girl who Gorilla Glued her hair?
Yes, asteroid this thing. I don't think we can recover from this. There's no fixing this. It's too damn hot. They shooting at presidential candidates.
I
The
mean,
the world's computer just completely cut
I
off.
heard. I said, what happened to the whole globe's
The
computer?
whole world's computer was like, it shut down. But we'll get to that in a second.
Indeed.
How are you feeling?
Personally, we're great. We're good. I'm still floating from our little excursion, our vacation. The only thing that's bringing me down is unpacking because unpacking is ghetto.
It
It's
is.
just that baby is unpacked. The baby is unpacked. The
Of
two
course.
adults in the house are very much still packed. Like we could
Bags
just pick up
still
and
standing by
go.
the door.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
A little embarrassing. A little embarrassing.
Nah, don't be.
But my house was clean when I came home, and that felt good.
That's a
No black
beautiful
people.
thing. Yeah, we got to clean before we leave.
We gotta
Change
clean
our
before we leave.
linens, make our bed, make
Water all the plants.
everything. It's a thing. It's a very nice thing.
How are you?
Man, I'm good. I've got no complaints. The world is all right with me, even if the world isn't all right outside.
Savior God.
As my mom says, I'm happy, healthy, wealthy, and blessed.
I received
Okay, she be speaking
received a
the life
word.
over her dear sweet child.
Yes.
Yeah, life is good. The weather has decided to not slow roast and cook us. I don't feel
Ain't
like
nothing slow about that roast out there.
I don't feel like I'm falling off the bone. It's nice to have some actual temperatures that reflect what the summer should feel like.
What
We've
it
been
used
in
to
the
feel like. You remember?
yeah, been in the 80s. I feel comfortable going to the pool because
Hmm.
it Black people are
There you go.
interesting
Hmm.
because I have been trying to explain to my vanilla sistren and brethren that it can be too hot to go to the pool. There's actually a cutoff, a threshold where the sun is so hot that it brings you no comfort to be in the pool. And I've been trying to explain that to them, and they're like, "No, we're going to the lake. We're going
No.
down to the shore."
Wait, did you say the lake?
The lake, the
The
lake.
lake?
They're going to
The
the
lake?
lake.
Ain't no
Um,
lake I'm going to. Mm-mm.
I'm no, I
I've
don't. I
learned
don't.
I've learned that there is a creature that lives in most lakes.
It's a
And it is
leech.
a rock-like looking turtle that
Mm.
looks like a creature that is prehistoric. Probably is. Snapping turtles,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
new fear unlocked. Like I knew about snapping turtles before, but while we were on vacation, let me tell you a quick story. Quick story, and I'm gonna be done. We were on vacation. We were in when I got back from Barbados, we were in North Carolina hanging out with my husband's family. And there's like this cute little science museum. It's so cute. It's like it partners with the Smithsonian. And
Okay.
it's a cute little like kids museum. It's cute. Um, they had like a little exhibit of like the animals of like North Carolina.
Oh
And so
boy.
they had like cute little turtles, like little box turtles. And so it was cute. Everything was so cute
Until
until we get to a particular tank. And I said, I don't see anything in there. It's just a bunch of rock. Oh my gosh. Snatched my baby away. She's like, what? I don't see it. I was like, that's the problem.
that is the problem. Therein
And
lies
I'm
the
like, I imagine
problem.
those waters are murky and you just swim it, and here comes
Mm-hmm.
this rock-like beast to
Mm-hmm.
chomp off your limbs. No, thank you.
Yes.
Oh,
And then the leeches get you. That's why I don't.
don't talk about oh no. This story this show has gone awry. Let's throw
I,
this out and
I
start over.
I say all of that to say I am happy that it is hot enough, but
Hmm.
not too hot to
Hmm.
go outside and frolic in some water and
Hmm.
really feel like summer because it
Mm-hmm.
felt like summer in hell
Mm-hmm.
these last 2 weeks. It
Mm-hmm.
feels like summer on earth this week, and that
Mm-hmm.
is a blessing. I'm so happy that I get to go outside and I
Mm-hmm.
had a sunburn. Now I've had sunburn once before, but I got a sunburn on my thigh driving in my car because
Oh
my
Lord.
my right above my knee because my knee meat was exposed because I had
Not the
on my
knee meat.
slut shorts because I don't believe in wearing long shorts
Please don't
anymore.
call them that.
Slut shorts?
Please don't call them that.
Why not? They are my slut shorts. I embrace it. Can I call them my hoochie daddy shorts then?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, fine.
Okay.
You're Daddy.
Yeah, and like yeah, it doesn't feel good. It hurts. So shout
Ouch.
out to the sun not hating on us this
It's
week.
not the sun's fault. It's the climate. It's the climate changing. Listen, I told a bunch of people the other day, I said, just because you don't believe in climate change doesn't mean she don't believe in herself.
Yeah.
Honey, climate change has the ego of a mediocre white man out here just showing off, showing that she really does believe in herself, and she will show you. She don't care that you don't care about her. She don't care that you don't believe in her. She believes in herself.
Whitney,
What?
you know what? What have you been listening to? You are
You
too
mean
much.
you be beside all these old men randomly arguing?
Oh, baby, the old men are in
Oh,
a tizzy, and I'm
I'm
glad. Good for them. Fuck
I
them.
I I needed Stevie and I needed Marvin to
Okay.
like bring me back. What's going on has been a frequent just walking around. What's going on? Just literally just yeah, go back to the old records. But if you're having like a real existential moment like me, revisiting um Solange's A Seat at the Table.
Ooh, baby, an album.
When that came out in 2016, that resonated so much with everything that was going on, and I revisited it recently. Um, and it still it resonates in a very different way,
Hmm.
very very different way, different times, different way. But also, I just tweeted that I exist between American Requiem and Yeah Yeah right now.
American Requiem, really, I feel, no, we keep revisiting Beyonce,
I'm not going to stop either.
but
You
the
asked me what I was listening to.
words and the transitions and the
Mhm.
notes, it's like she gave us a song for, it's like her and Cat Williams knew
They
what was
knew.
coming this year. But to your point about A Seat at the Table, Solange's album, every time I revisit that album, like Whitney said, and I think most Black girls our age feel the very same way about that Solange album. It was a album for the time, and it
Mhm.
felt like every woman who was in her late 20s, early 30s, maybe even a little younger, a little older. We all that album really resonated with us, but I think what makes it so good is that when you revisit it, there are still themes on that album. Like, I go anytime I experience microaggressions at the hands of white people, whether it be in the workplace or
Lord,
in life, I think of Don't Touch My Hair.
every single time.
That song
Don't touch my
really,
hair.
I don't know, it's a beautiful body of work. I'm glad she got all of the things that she deserved with that album because it was really good. And then her sister giving us American Requiem in a time where, Whitney, can I ask you a question?
You can ask whatever you like. I have the choice not to answer.
You do have the choice not to answer. So when I look back at footage of the 60s,
My my.
does it
My
not
my.
feel like
My my.
somebody just plucked us and put us
It's the
into
same thing with iPhones. It's just all it's the same thing with Beats headphones. It's the same thing with Jordans. It's the same. We're just reliving it because whatever lessons we were supposed to learn then, we ain't learned we ain't
we
learned then. So we gotta
haven't.
learn it now. Whatever
And
this because my child's not gonna be doing this with y'all. Mm-mm.
even when it comes down to like civil rights
Oh my
and
God.
watching, the 60s were just a half step out of lynchings, but to see what police officers can do to unarmed children and to see that women's rights are
Mm-hmm.
being readjudicated,
Mm-hmm.
and it feels like summer of 64 outside.
With an assassination attempt.
Let me
Right
now.
there. Right
No,
there.
I do not make fun of the potential loss of life. When
Absolutely not.
I say
Absolutely
the
not.
assassins were assassinating in the 60s,
It was a
they
they
got
don't make them like they
Kennedy,
used to. But
King,
Jesus,
X. The assassins were assassinating
people were just dropping left and
in the
right.
60s. I am just, it's exhausting outside. You look at the news and the world is wild.
I
But
just
before we talk about assassination
Savior
attempts and the world's computer cutting off, I have to say, you mentioned Childish Gambino on last week's episode.
did
He released an album this week. This
did.
week. He did. The
Oh,
album is called Bando Stone in the New World. And let me fucking tell you, it is a return to form for Childish Gambino. The first Whitney, the first five songs. So
mhm,
I took a couple of notes because you
mhm.
know me, I really like music, and I was so impressed with the start of this damn album that I could not believe it. So we all know that Childish Gambino, you never know what you're gonna get from his albums. You
You
can
never know.
press play on one of his albums and he could go all over the
Anyway, he
place.
wants. Anyway, he
So
wants.
the second song on the album is called Lithonia. And when I say it's like a mid 20 aughts rock song, like Green Day could have done this song and it would have been just as good. It is a fantastic rock song. It's a
I
rock
love it.
song. This is not a rock
Love it.
album because he opens the album up with Hearts Were Meant to Die, and that is strictly hip hop, very Childish Gambino when he first came out. Lithonia is very much a Green Day track, nice early 2000s rock song. And then he gives us Survive with Chloe Bailey. Just up there singing
Ooh,
them alto notes and as for the
ooh.
background vocals. So he opens this song singing, doing his little Drake thing. But then he's rapping. And then there's fantastic horns at the end. So like already we're in backpack hip hop first track,
I feel joyful.
early 2000s rock second track,
I feel joyful.
hip hop with the R&B mixed in that we loved from the 90s third track. Steps at the Beach is him singing over acoustic guitar. So already we're four different places with this fucking
He
album.
goes where he wants. He does what he wants, and I love it.
And I'm like, okay, it can't get much more diverse than this. Song 5, Talk My Shit, is a trap beat. It's a trap beat
I
where
told
he
you he
is
does what he wants.
rapping his fucking face off. The Migos could have easily had this song and rapped over this song. He talking about bitches and hoes and private jets and money and stepping out with his titties out. I said, Mr. Gambino, please. It is. I haven't even gotten to the last three songs of the album. I put it on to do my workout this morning, and Whitney. Bando Stone and New World, everything. It's funny because I had to bring it up and make it my what I've been listening to because everything you said about him last week is in this album. Like you just completely fucking nailed it. Great
He
album.
just
Please
does what he
listen
wants.
to it. You
He
gotta
just
listen.
does what he wants, and I'm
Yeah.
sure.
With his
All right.
titties out.
So Fader, uh, Wired, uh, whatever other music publications may be. If y'all don't hurry up and give this woman her check, like
Girl,
give this woman her check, like
you say the
so
nicest
she
thing.
can go ahead and start doing the things. I'm trying to told y'all that this woman, all she has to do is listen to the album and your content is created. Everybody go out for Summer Friday. Have a lovely vacation, whatever you're doing, because she's going to create the content that's going to get the clicks. Like everybody do it
You are
right now.
kind. I
I'm factual.
I love him jumping all over the place and
Hmm.
giving us all of the things that we like about Childish Gambino in one album. It's pure joy. It really is. And thank you for your kind words. You know how much I love music.
You
It's
do.
the only thing that keeps me from jumping on some of you mother.
I
Yeah.
mean, and y'all be acting ridiculous out there or whatever.
Whitney, why they turn the world off?
Bruh, I had no idea. I had a bad dream last and I went to go do the things like after you wake up, you're like, ah, let me just go to the bathroom and then I'll come back. And why was there a spider waiting in there for me?
Oh shit.
Right. I said, oh, me and my arachnophobic self. I said, oh, everybody's waking up. Woke the husband up. Everybody's waking up. Didn't
Yeah,
wake up the baby because that would have been rude. We
yeah.
don't wake up the house manager. Woke him up. He came and took care of it. Um, and then I was up for a few hours and I was like looking at the news. I'm like, what do you mean? Like everything is off? Like
Everything.
all the teams?
All of them.
What
Everything.
happened? And if you could turn it off this easily, do we really want to like invest much more
Wait.
in this?
Oh, so I don't want this to be another tinfoil hat episode. But from what I briefly saw, because
You gonna kill me.
this happened on Friday morning, and I was off on Friday morning, and I was not going to let the devil steal my joy. I don't
Absolutely
even
not.
use a whole bunch of Microsoft products outside of
Me
work,
neither.
so I,
For
from
once,
what
it's
I
not
saw,
Apple.
oh, for what?
For once.
Jesus. So
Good God.
from what I saw, Microsoft Global, we're talking big Microsoft, decided to do a systems update for security purposes and just, functionality purposes. And something went wrong with the update. And when the update went wrong, all of the things that rely on Microsoft's very vast large systems. And for anybody out there who listens who is in IT and hears me fucking up the words and the terms, show me grace because I'm not a tech girl.
She's
What I
doing the
know
best she
is
can.
Mr. Microsoft went to do an update, and then Mr. Microsoft started to malfunction with the update. But Mr. Microsoft pushes software to our airlines, our banking systems,
Mm-hmm.
our video game systems,
Mm-hmm.
our communication systems, and all of these things
All of them.
were impacted. So if you had a teenager home for the summer who could not play his Xbox,
Oof. Oof.
yeah, I don't even know if my teenager knows that he doesn't have Xbox right now. Probably not. He's still sleeping. Life is good for him.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, to be a teenager. But yeah, the world shut down. So when I did wake up and I got the gist of what was going on, I said, oh shit, Microsoft is fucked up. I did not realize at the time, because again, I'm off, how much that impacted. Um, Everybody who went to the airport this morning to catch a flight is still there just catching an attitude. United, American,
I'm so sorry, y'all.
and some other airlines had completely had to ground their flights, not just in the US, but every fucking where. Now, this is where my tinfoil hat comes in.
Oh
Whitney,
no. Oh no.
remember when
Oh, Jesus wept.
Southwest around Christmas was like, yeah, our
You ain't
system
flying
went
nobody.
down. We ain't flying nobody.
Yeah.
And now you got three airlines, three significant global international airlines, and then others, because they're smaller regional airlines, completely grounding all of their flights because of tech issues. Did shit like this happen in the 90s? Man,
We didn't have as much tech as we do now.
everything.
We didn't have as much tech as we do now.
Let me think like a hacker for 2 minutes.
No, can we not?
No,
No.
don't think like a
Go
hacker.
ahead, go for it.
Okay, boom. If I wanted to create global devastation, which I don't, because I'm a good person.
Please don't do this.
And I know I only have to attack one company to do that. That is that not a huge vulnerability? I always said if I wanted to piss the world off, I'd find a way to shut all the world's Wi-Fi off. But apparently you don't even have to fucking do that. You start grounding planes and people will turn on each other. When these teenagers realized that they didn't have video games.
Yeah, y'all are in trouble. Ooh, we. Mm-hmm.
I'm privileged enough that I didn't have to really deal with it, but I know a lot of my friends, peers, and colleagues were at work pretty much just waiting to have shit turn back on.
Yeah,
And
I wouldn't have gone.
come on, somebody.
I wouldn't have gone to work. I'm like, nope. If the world's computer is off, I'm off too. Happy Friday.
Listen, I asked my wife, she was getting ready for work. I said, so do you still have to go? And she looked at me like I asked a dumb question. I was like,
Is there still work for you?
but y'all don't even have no computers over there. We can be
Like,
going to
how's that
brunch
gonna
right
work
now.
for you?
And she looked at me like I was crazy. She's one of those adulty adults. I let her do her
Oh,
thing,
being
but
responsible and shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
we assassination attempts, world's cutting off, global pandemics.
that's resurging.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, your
yes.
president's got COVID.
I heard poor Joe was having a really rough go, isn't he? He's not having a happy summer. He
It's,
just like, Joe, come on now.
it's
You're supposed to
not
be down by the lake,
it's
but
not a
not in
hot
it. Don't get in that
granddad.
lake.
It's not a hot granddad
Don't
summer for
say
Joe
that.
Biden. It's not. Losing a race to a nigga who is a felon and just
We didn't know we're not doing this. We said we weren't
okay.
going to do this. We said we weren't
Okay.
going to do this because
All
my
right.
anxiety is through
You're
the flipping roof.
okay. I'm not going to be all gloom and doom, but I'm just going to say the man who got shot at looks like he's having a better summer than Joe Biden. And I don't like that. The man who just got convicted of 34 felonies
The
looks
one
like
with the
he's
tissue on his ear,
you are so
it
ignorant.
looks like a Kleenex, and you can't tell me anything about it. I know medical professionals, and I've asked some questions. I said, now, when someone gets glass in their ear,
Mhm.
I'm not here to say that they did not get glass in their ear. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying usually if something happens to the president, whether he sneezes wrong or he has a bout of indigestion, people know about it.
Yes,
Medical professionals be on it.
indeed. The
There
best
wasn't
medical professionals.
there wasn't any reports
No,
about
no.
his injuries.
They folded up a Kleenex, stuck some tape on it, and he went golfing the next day.
Without the dressing.
No dressing. We don't
No
need no
dressing.
dressing. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Fold
So
up that Kleenex that
I'm
somebody
not
pulled out their purse.
I'm not here to say it was fake because that's not cool.
That's not
I'm not
cool.
here to say it was fake. I am here to alert people that if when this many people believe that it's fake, what does that say about your character? But we can talk about that another time.
Ooh, we
We
preaching.
talk about that another time because listen, if there's a bunch of people who would never fake this, and
Yeah,
you hear about them getting shot, you believe them immediately, like, oh my God.
exactly.
Um, and there's a reason why people don't believe you, Donnie. Um, but also, where are the reports?
Yeah, we don't get an
Biden fell off a
official.
bike, and we heard about it for months.
I feel like we've heard more about Biden's upper respiratory infection, his COVID, him falling off a bike,
Mhm.
the scrape piece of stain when he tripped up them steps.
A paper cut, a
Then
random
we then we've heard about this ear. You're absolutely correct. I do think that is
tap in the watch. Like, hey, where's the reports about this? You think that it would be a bigger deal? It's an
um,
assassination attempt.
then he went to the okay.
Not both of us. Not the collective side. Jesus.
Donald went to the RNC, which I have not followed up with, and Whitney, who knows me to be somebody who does follow politics. Not this year. I don't have it in me. I don't have the bandwidth to keep up with what's going on at the Republican National Convention.
Who
But I
does? Hulk Hogan was there
tearing off his fucking clothes.
at
Amber
88
Rose
years
was
old.
there
Oh
looking.
wait, I that's the one I have to yell at. Oh wait. Can I do it?
Yeah, you sure the fuck can go.
I have to think about goodwill. I have to think about goodwill and built goodwill and established goodwill, and it means a lot to me watching people build their goodwill, and it means a lot to me to build goodwill. And you want to piss all your goodwill away
All
to
of it.
defend a man who literally wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire. Now, again, this is hearsay. I'm going to say this because I usually am very journalistic. I'm usually very journalistic and I usually cite my sources. But this theory is compelling if true, because these theories keep being true. People think that Amber is about to catch a case because she's involved in some sort of scam and she's going to need a pardon.
Would not be shocked. trends
Again,
and tracks.
allegedly. All of this is alleged. All of this is alleged. All of this is alleged. But thinking about what happened with Lil Wayne,
Hmm.
thinking about what didn't Kodak Black do something too?
Kodak Black was pardoned. Yeah, he.
Yeah, thinking about that and like how like you see these people, these figures in Black culture, whether they're Black or not. I'm not here to litigate. I'm not doing this. Someone else can do it. I'm not. That's not my ministry. I'm not here to tell people that they're not Black unless they really are not Black. Like unless they're 100% not Black. Like girl, what the hell? But suffice it to say, person who got famous from a BET show, do with that what you will, has dated multiple very famous rappers. Do with that what you will. Slut walk, which I actually thought was a great thing. You know, bringing up women's rights, women's reproductive rights, um, protection against sexual assault and sexual violence, protection against uh domestic violence and things like that. I thought that was a great thing. So right there, she was building all this great goodwill. Goodwill, right? Said a bunch of dumb shit online, but that slut walk thing, I was like, you know what? That's gonna be her redeemer. That's gonna be her saving grace. She decided to piss all that off the window, talk about these are my people. I'm back with my people. Do you know what your people were saying about you, child? Matt
Mm.
Walsh, one of the worst conservative voices that I've ever heard in my life. Some of y'all are just steeped in hatred and love your exclusion. Um, said he's like, I don't understand why at the Republican National Convention, why we're listening to a glorified porn star.
Oh, your
Right.
people. Your
Your
people,
people.
baby.
I'm back with my people. Those people would throw you off, throw you off a cliff for funsies. For funsies. They don't care anything about you
At all.
at all. At all. At all. I don't understand this caping. I don't understand this going against your own community to cape for people who would oppress that same community as if, well, fine, you can oppress our community and treat us like dogs, but at least I'll be a lap dog. Like, come on.
You
Come
can
on.
hear
And it goes,
yourself.
the same thing goes for that lady who was trying to lead a Sikh prayer at the beginning of the RNC and then got like booed off the stage and it was shocked and surprised. You think,
Do you
you
think
didn't
these are
think,
praying people, ma'am?
but also, do you think that they're going to let you as a Sikh lead prayer? They don't even like brown people. They talked about JD Vance's wife. They literally said, oh no, he's married to a brown. That was the
A
quote.
brown.
A
A
brown.
brown. A
Brown.
brown. That's the noun. A brown.
I mean, Ann Coulter was it Ann Coulter? Ann Coulter, evil ass, looked at Vivek Ramaswamy's face and said, oh no, I was never going to vote for you. And told him to his face
Not you,
exactly
colored man.
why.
Not you, colored man.
And laughed at him. I was like, oh, see, look. See? You thought you were special. That's what it was. You thought you were special. You thought you were unique. You thought you were just a little love bug of the little Republican Party that was busy harassing all your people. You really thought this was a thing, and you weren't. You were
You
not.
won.
You were not special. They don't like you either.
At all, girl. At all. Whitney,
Second thing,
go for it.
Grindr, y'all are messy. Y'all are messy bitches. Did you see the report?
I did. Did.
Grindr reported.
Oh.
Well, there was a quote from an executive that said that the Republican National Convention is basically the Super Bowl for
Mhm.
gay.
Yes.
The Super Bowl. I was like, more than Pride,
Yes.
more outpacing Pride, where people
Wait.
are actually out and about.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that Matt Gaetz drag look that we
That motherfucker's face scares me. He is
did you see?
spooky
He
in the
made it
face.
worse.
He is spooky in the face. I don't like
No, he
it.
did something. He contoured the brows to look
Yeah, he's
like
wearing makeup to look
yeah,
freakier and
it's
weirder.
yeah, like I just want to talk to the people who are doing the makeup for the men folk at the RNC. I just want to talk to them real quick. Is
Y'all,
this on purpose?
Y'all should have
Is this
stopped
sabotage?
at what y'all did with the
I
eyeliner with Ted Cruz years ago.
I think that this is on purpose. I think this is hilarious.
I
We gotta
think
laugh. You gotta laugh.
if there's anybody out there listening who does not know what Grindr is, Grindr is a hookup app tailored toward the gay men community, the gay male community, and the trans community. It is, think of Tinder with more hookup focused and lower expectations for good conversation. We'll put it
Mm-hmm.
like that. I hesitate to call it a dating app
Mm-mm.
because I don't feel like dating is the goal for
Mm-mm.
most of the people on this app. That's
Fucking
no shade to people using Grindr. Get it how you live, as they used to say back in my day. But
not back in my day.
back in my day,
It
but
was sexy time.
it's a gay hookup app centered towards gay men and male identifying users. And the
Sexy
fact
time.
that the surrounding areas, the area surrounding the Republican National Convention, crashed the fucking Grindr app.
Crashed it.
Crashed the Grindr app due to a huge spike in people just using the app to hook
Mm-hmm.
up with others
Mm-hmm.
who just happen to be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, baby, I was tickled. Not
Oh man.
shocked. Or not shocked because
No, we're not
some of
shocked.
the
We're
most
never shocked.
closeted people I know also happen to be the most conservative people I know. Like the two things go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Conservative and closeted are closely
Big.
linked and have been forever.
Very much so.
So for those thinking that the gay population is small in this demographic, you would be sorely mistaken.
Sorely mistaken.
And they had the Ashley Madison leak. Is that the name of that site? Ashley Madison. It was the
Ashley Madison, yeah.
yeah.
Wasn't that
The
like that group uh site?
yeah. I one day my messy ass just hopes that the Grindr details from the Republican National Convention just
Get him
spill
out.
out onto the
Let him
interwebs.
out.
Let them out. Let them out.
Please.
Please. And I don't believe in outing anybody. I'm very much against outing
Oh no, we
people.
don't want to out anybody. That's not what.
But
But we are
I
messy
I
bitches.
think people need to see that people are not voting and legislating in good faith.
No.
I need people to see that the ideals of these people do not match what they're doing. And that's again not shocking for me, but that was fucking hilarious. I was like,
Mm-mm.
y'all are so fucking
Crying. Crying. Do you
messy
hear me?
and nasty and get your
Crying.
shit together.
I was like, oh, you guys are nasty. You
who,
guys are nasty.
who else do you want to yell at?
Oh my God, where do I start? Well, I was yelling at climate change, but you know what, girl? I'm rooting for you because, again, like if I could believe in myself the way that you believe in you, I'd be just give me the confidence of climate change. Um, Whoever broke the internet. Oh, so Megan Thee Stallion.
Yes,
I keep starting stories like that, and people are
it's
like, "What'd
fine.
she do?" She never does anything. It's not about her. Meg Thee Stallion she's doing a few things, but the thing I'm really excited about is that she is helping seniors in Houston who haven't had their power restored,
Yes,
and
because
that's
it is hot as fuck.
such a big deal. Mind you, there's a governor
Mm-hmm.
of Texas
Mm-hmm.
who's on vacation in Japan, which is why they couldn't really do anything till he got back, which I'm like, why y'all incapable?
Why do you
Please,
get to
y'all.
vacation in Japan when you are the governor of a state during hurricane season?
That why are you vacationing when there's a hurricane? Cancel that damn vacation.
Yeah, vacay
Japan will
over
still be there.
Christmas. Like,
Japan Japan will still be there. My computer agreed with me. Japan will still be there, child.
hey guys, we love to hear from you over at the Problematic Podcast. So, if you've got a problematic story or a question you'd like to ask us, you can now text it to 609 316 6152. Again, the number is 609 316 6152. Standard messaging rates apply, and you know we love to hear from you. Now let's get back to the show.
Yeah. All right. So remember the girl who was like, "This is for Rachel, you big nasty such and such." It became like a trending sound.
Yes.
That's how I feel about Greg Abbott. Like, what are you doing? While you are flapping your gums at the RNC and on vacation, your state has had over 1 million people who have not had power in days. Days, y'all. Days. And it's Texas heat. Like, it was a massive heat wave after the hurricane.
storm.
Let alone the devastation that a big ass storm can cause. You just nowhere to be found. So this is why I keep telling y'all, like, pay attention to stuff like this, because your elected officials are elected. That means you hire them.
You pick them.
You
and employ
them. And y'all keep picking this same gnarly ass person to govern the state because you don't want people to have the same rights as you. Nah, fuck that. Like, I want power. At this point, if the lights come on, I'm voting for it. At this point, if the AC stays on, I'm voting for it. At this point, if the prices stay down on my groceries and my health care stays good and the air is clean and the person believes that the climate is changing, I'm voting for that. Fuck a candidate. I'm voting on issues. At this point.
You have to. The fact that it's been hotter than the inside of an incinerator in Houston and just not enough is being done. I saw that the governor gave their electric company a deadline to restore power, and I'm like, it's been a week and a half. Why are you just giving this deadline now? Where are the emergent? And they've privatized much of their electrical grid in the state of Texas. So a lot of what they're dealing with has been brought on them. There's a reason why utilities service public goods. Because the infrastructure needs to be maintained and you need to be able to have reasonable response times to things like devastating storms, especially when you live in the fucking Gulf. This is not new to y'all.
Hello.
You should be better at it. There should not be seniors sitting up at home cooking, people losing their groceries, it's all very, very
it's awful.
Very, very stupid to me. But I say all of that to say do better. And again, y'all elect these people. You pick them.
Every
pick
time.
Somebody else. Because this guy
every time.
Trash. Is there someone else you'd like to yell at? My dear sweet friend.
No, y'all. No.
Are you sure?
No, y'all. Everybody just be kind. Let's just get our acts together. I know that can Mom Whitney come out for a little bit?
Absolutely.
All right, everybody, come sit down on the couch and let me hold your hand. I know that this is a really tumultuous time. I know that this is a very difficult time. I know that this is a very confusing and frustrating, really, really frustrating time. We're getting inundated with lots of stories. There's lots of sensationalism. There's a lot of sensationalism. For example, the AP, who I love, the Associated Press, recently put out a story about the headline said something to the effect of 65% of Democrats want Joe Biden to drop out of the race. Poll says, right? Let me not say nobody. Not enough people will read beyond that headline. They'll just take that and says, well, the Associated Press said 65% of Democrats want Joe Biden to drop out. Now, what you believe about Joe Biden or not take that out for a second. Just listen to what I'm saying. So because I like to read the stories and I'm weird.
You're not weird. You can read. You're literate. You're educated. You've got some sense.
You gotta read. You gotta read.
Your mama raised you right.
You gotta read a little bit beyond the headlines, y'all. So I go to the poll because they have all those links in there and they tell you where the poll is. I go look at the poll. I go look at the sample size. 1,300 people Literally
Mm.
1,253 people was the sample size in Chicago.
Okay.
So a high school graduating class,
Yes.
or because my I had a really big ass class. I think we had the biggest class. Um, a high school graduating class sample size. And yes, I understand all the mathematics of it. And like, yes, I understand why sample sizes work and polls and things like that. My concern is that they took this sample and spread it out to the millions and millions of people who will be voting this November to say that 65% of people. And I get it. Like I get it. Y'all need the clicks, y'all need the views. As a person who also produces content for the internet, I understand. However, there comes a time in media where you have to be responsible with the information that you're disseminating, especially around an election. And too many folks missed the Trump eras because people were clamoring for information because we never know what this motherfucker was going to do, which is another reason why we shouldn't vote for him as a president. But that's beside the point.
Tell them. Tell
Beside
them.
the point. Beside the point. Y'all missed those numbers. Y'all missed that era of anxiety and frustration, and y'all want to get back to it. So y'all love the sensational nonsense, and you're really going to sensationalize us into a theocracy. Like you're going to sensationalize us into a dictatorship. Do with that what you will. But back to the people because I was frustrated with the media. I guess I low key yelled at them too. Um, this is the time where y'all get together and start like building community. This is the time where y'all parse this information out together. This is the time where we really sit down and we talk about these things. Because unlike social media that is based on sensationalism, you have to live in the real world. Unlike the media who needs the clicks because media is dying in this country, you have to live in the real world. You have to pay for gas. You have to pay for groceries. You have to pay taxes. You have to worry about your child's education. You have to worry about your health care. You got to worry about your grandmama having air conditioning. You got to worry about all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of that stuff is wrapped up in legislation.
And the people who are doing the legislating don't care enough about you and your outcomes.
They don't care.
They just don't.
They don't
So
care.
when Whitney says start building a community, yeah, lean into that because
Mm-hmm.
it's not, it looks stupid outside.
It's ridiculous outside.
And I'm not seeing enough people talk about the things that are impacting the day-to-day folks. Gas is too high, rent is too damn high, groceries are too damn high, schools are
Failing.
failing and
Failing.
closing. And we are running around talking about everything but those issues. So, I'm not going to be all gloom and doom here. But yeah, start building your communities and start being able to identify what is important to you in your household, in your community, because if you find that your politicians and the people you're voting for aren't talking about those things, it might be
Mm-hmm.
time to go get new
New
politicians or
politicians.
people.
There's always more.
Yeah,
You're not stuck with these people. You're not stuck.
get somebody else to do it.
Get them out of here. Get them out of here. Finally,
Oh,
this little video that went on a little viral over the last few days of a lady talking about heels in the club.
heels in the club.
Heels in the club and how we have to teach the girlies how to wear heels in the club. And y'all are bullies. Because she was
Fuck
like,
that
I
lady.
know I don't look, I know I don't look my age. I'm like, ma'am, you
You
look
look
exactly.
+5.
No,
+5 your age.
Rita,
But continue. I said what I said. If she want to fight about it, we can fight about it. +5.
Rita,
If she said
unnecessary.
she was 46, I'd have been like, that tracks. Not shocked.
Rita.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, I'll be better.
Anywho, I just wanted to reach out and let y'all know that y'all can wear whatever y'all want in the club. If you're still going, by all means, just be comfortable. By
That
all
part.
means. I'm not
It's
here to
that
yell at
part.
you. I'm not here to tell you what to do. But by all means, please be comfortable wherever you are, wherever you exist. Because, child, let me tell you where my happy homebound ass is. in-house.
Right now.
In-house. Happily. I work in the house. I'll go to someone else's house and we'll have fun over at their house. But I'm not going out and about with you people.
The
No.
club she was talking about.
Why'd
Bitch
you say it
cannot
like
be real. Because there's no
that?
way.
Love.
The club, ma'am, you are 197 years old
Shut your
in the
mouth.
neck area.
Rita.
What are you talking
Although, by
about
the
a
way,
club for?
you could tell a black woman's age by her neck.
Yes, y'all be going by. Let me tell you, as a person who may or may not have been an auntie chaser at one point in my life.
Oh God.
I'm going to give y'all the 3 dead giveaways to tell y'all how the real age of there are beautiful, gorgeous African American women who deceptively just simply don't look their age. You may think they're one age and they might be 15, 16 years older because they drink their water, mind their business, praise Black Jesus, and take good care of their skin.
Mm-hmm.
But there are 3 dead giveaways to get a good age range of where an African American woman's age is. 1,
Mm-hmm.
does that lady wear reading glasses? If every time she go to look at a receipt, she got to dig in that bag and pull out glasses, automatically 45 plus. Then you can just go ahead and start doing the math from there. Start that counter at 45 plus because that is where the macular degeneration begins. Number 2,
macular degeneration, y'all.
hands.
Smart and a drag. The back of the hands.
The back of the hands.
Mm-hmm.
African American women
Mm-hmm.
age in this area because they know the importance of hot water, good bleach, and they wash their dishes by hand, even if they have a dishwasher. Their African Americans Angela Bassett might look 38 in the face,
Look
but
at them
I
hands.
guarantee you them hands is
Years.
giving her, it's like carbon dating. African American women cannot hide the auntie of their hands. There. And last but not least, as I said before, the neck. And this goes for all women, not just African American women. The neck ages in regular years. Not Black woman years, not white woman years. It's just a standard 365 year. You check in the neck area, it's going to tell you that skin don't hold up as well as the face skin. It don't hold up as well as the knee skin. It just it's gonna give it to you every time. So I learned, I may or may have not learned those things by being outside. But yeah, every time that's gonna give you the information that you need. Every time.
Every single time. Also, you dusty, crusty, musty bastards who are waiting outside of restaurants that Megan Thee Stallion is staying at to yell free Tory, as if Tory Lanez didn't get convicted by law and as if she was the person responsible for him going to jail when he was the person who pulled the trigger. Why do y'all act like that not black men, but men in general don't have any agency? Like, why do y'all act like, well, you were supposed to be here's your protection. Why didn't you do this? Why did you do that? Why don't they not commit violence? Like, y'all keep acting like these people are just literally animals. Like, y'all believe that y'all are animals because this is how y'all act, because y'all blame people. But also, weird to say when she's in London going to a restaurant looking as cute as she is, because Megan, she's so fine.
She's so fucking fine.
She's so fine.
She posted a picture and somebody replied, Megan, could you please? My boyfriend has to exist on this internet. And I was like, sis, I get it.
Accurate.
Because how
Megan,
can you?
Please.
I don't care what you are attracted to. If you see Megan Thee Stallion, you know that this is what the fuck fine look like.
She got them lines in the thighs.
Ooh, baby.
And I love that in a man.
Where the thighs be. Oh,
you know that there's like this when you work out. There's like that. It's like a meat cut right there, and you know it's strong. You know it's strong, and you could just. But it's just walking, so you're just looking at this leg just moving around. You're just like, I know that leg is strong. I don't know why that does that to me, but she got the meat cuts. I was like, man,
she got the cuts.
It's like, I'm straight.
Are you?
Allegedly.
And I just feel like the allegedly creeps into the room when Megan creeps into the room, and that's fair.
Every single week, we find out Whitney's a little too close. A little close to that rainbow.
Allegedly.
A little close to that rainbow.
She is fine. I saw the
fine.
people in the UK chanting free Tory as she was leaving a restaurant or going to a restaurant, and then someone pointed out like these aren't even Tory fans because they looked at how Tory Lanez has charted in the UK. Y'all actually never gave a fuck about that man's
Y'all don't care about Tory.
So
y'all want to harass black women.
It's misogyny, it's misogynoir, and it just goes to show any opportunity to just attack a fine ass black woman. Just I don't understand, and I'm not gonna spend a lot of time here because I don't want to piss myself off. But we were just having such a good laugh
when
I think the fact that Megan Thee Stallion has managed to be successful despite the adversity, and she pretty as hell.
So fine. And she's like she's doing stuff with mental health. She's doing stuff for her city. Like she cares about people.
I think it bothers a lot of men and incels that she can continue to be gorgeous and fucking successful despite one man's attempt to tear her down. And I think that just bothers insecure men because y'all are accustomed to, and I'm not speaking on all men. I fucking hate that I have to say that, but there's a certain demographic of men who do feel the need to pick black women apart in particular, no matter how successful they are. They find joy in trying to humble black women, and you can't do it. You cannot fucking do it.
Why does she need to be humbled?
Literally shot her, made a whole mixtape about the aftermath, went to jail for it, and she has still recovered and thrived. She got Amazon deals. She got Planet Fitness deals. She's got design and fashion deals in Japan, and she is living her best fucking life as an independent artist. And y'all, every time y'all look up, y'all have to see her, and I think it pisses a certain group of men off. You cannot humble her. God literally built her like that. If I was built like that, you can't humble me now, and I'm not built like that. So I could. Can you imagine?
Can't.
Child.
Cannot. And she's got support. Like I told you, I don't listen. Like I just started listening to Megan Thee Stallion songs because that's not my cup of tea. But do I put them on my streamer and just let them play while I go and wash the dishes or something like that? Do I absolutely? Will I buy merch? 100%. Do I just walk around talk about Watashi wa style? Absolutely. The baby says it now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yes, you're a star. You're gonna get money. Come on, that's an affirmation.
It is an affirmation. That's why I've been walking around saying it. Oh, what? We excited? What happened?
I remember who else I wanted to yell at.
Oh boy, she leaned in.
Christians, specifically Black Christians. I need you to tune in. Okay, hear me right now. If y'all start y'all bullshit about Megan Thee Stallion rapping in Japanese, talking about she's speaking the devil's language, I'm going to throw flip-flops, heels, books,
and anything, dustpans.
Anything in your direction. Violence. I promise. They have already started the Megan Thee Stallion. She's a devil worshiper because she's chanting in this demonic language. It's Japanese, you dusty, crusty, never traveled anywhere, never ate anything but fried chicken and coleslaw ass. Just drive me crazy, people. You get on my nerves. Y'all pass y'all church myths, but y'all ain't gonna pass any common sense. This is ridiculous. It's Japanese. Have you never heard anybody speak another language in your life? Japanese has been around for thousands of years. Are you kidding me?
Baby, you talking to people who don't have no passports and ain't been within 20 miles of the next state limit.
You're not sushi. Have you never had sushi? Have you ever had teriyaki chicken? Y'all love some chicken down there. Y'all ain't never had no teriyaki chicken before? Y'all don't like no egg rolls? Like y'all don't not egg rolls. That's Chinese. Sorry, excuse me. That was terrible. Y'all ain't never have what is going on? What is going on here? Mitsubishi?
You Hyundai. So fucking sick. That is a Korean car company. You are killing. Yes.
I'm messing up.
Toyota is Japanese, though. Nintendo is Japanese.
Nintendo is. Please don't get offended, anyone. I'm sorry. I'm
Somebody
just trying my
offended.
best.
You're absolutely right.
Please don't be
Seeing a
offended.
black woman speak Japanese is so fucking foreign to you people who never go anywhere, never learn anything, never pick up a
Apparently, I
book,
need to go somewhere
never
and do
read
some things.
anything. Just close your minds at the conclusion of fucking fourth grade that the idea of a black woman singing in Japanese
Japanese
is
language. It's a whole
demonic
ass
to you
language, y'all. And
guys.
y'all called it demonic. Do y'all call French demonic? German? Spanish? Y'all call that demonic? No. Hmm.
The ignorance of it all.
Just
But
just loudly ignorant. Also, I want to apologize to the Japanese people. I should not have said that some of the things I said. They were very, very wrong.
this is the
I did not mean
problematic
to offend.
podcast, baby.
I
That's
love
the
I love everybody.
you
You
do.
know, but when they start saying I love everybody, it's a
Yes.
problem. I love
This is the problematic podcast. Not that we get it right
I
every time
apologize.
podcast.
I'm sorry. But yeah, like let let that black woman speak Japanese. Also, it's become like a thing for Japanese women. Like they use the Mamushi song particularly. Like I've seen some videos and it's
It's
like really
going crazy
empowering
on
to them.
TikTok. Hmm.
And I'm like, this is Megan. If Megan does anything, she's gonna unite some people. Listen,
All the time. The
yeah,
baddies, the
all of them,
aunties,
all
the
of them,
the Japanese, the Americans, the French, like you
but not
said.
the black Christians. That's a problem. Y'all need to get your act together.
Y'all can stay where y'all at, honestly, in
Jeez
y'all
Louise.
hot ass churches, in your 27-piece suits. By all means.
27? It's too hot.
It is, but they're gonna wear it. Um, that is
I'm
hilarious.
done. I'm sorry.
Are you ready for this problematic letter? We still got to get through that.
Oh my God.
We can do this. This one's actually gives us a space to be mature, and that makes me happy because usually I'd be like, "Girl, guy, leave them. Stop fucking with them. Just stop talking to everybody." That's my thing. But
Talk about Bunny.
give me the name for a 32-year-old woman.
Jill.
Okay, Jill wrote. Me and my boyfriend are 32 years old, and we both
Jack.
recently. That's fucking hilarious. Oh God, I see what you did there, Jack and Jill. Okay. Me and my boyfriend are 32 years old, and we both recently moved back in with our parents. I work and have one more year of grad school, and I like being back at home because I'm saving so much money. My boyfriend hates living with his family and is pressuring me to get an apartment with him every day. I
Mm-mm,
know he doesn't make enough to get a place on his own. I'm not
mm-mm,
afraid of splitting the bills, but I'm comfortable at home right now. I
mm-mm,
feel like he's giving me an ultimatum. Help
mm-mm,
him get an apartment or break up. I
mm-mm,
make significantly more than he does, and I don't see the benefit right now. What
mm-hmm.
should I do?
It sounds to me like you know. It sounds to me you know
Jill,
exactly. You just laid it out, honey. Talking to Jack, not you, Jill. Honey, this is of no financial benefit to me. I am saving a crap load of money. I make way more money than you. If anything, the burden of taking care of this home, not just financially, but probably also with like labor of like cleaning it and because it gets weird with the gender roles as if like cleaning and stuff like that is specific to women when everyone needs to learn how to cook and everyone needs to learn how to clean. Um, would probably be on you while he's sitting there playing his Xbox. And so I just it sounds to me like you know. Like it sounds to me like you know. It sounds like to me like you have a good plan. And if he's giving you an ultimatum, and if an apartment is going to be the thing that breaks y'all up, then that relationship is not.
get rid of it.
Mm-mm,
Get
mm-mm,
rid of it.
mm.
Uh, I agree with Whitney here. Sometimes when
Oh no.
I'm not going to attack the straight women here. I've got a lot of straight friends. And I
Me
got
being
a
one
lot
of
of
them.
straight friends who like men, and I've seen a lot of my straight friends make we decisions that are detrimental to the
Hello.
individual decisions. And I feel like
Mm-mm,
at the age of 32, that's at a good age where women start making those we over I decisions in their relationship. You are in the best possible position in this fucking economy right now. If that man wants an apartment, he will get the job he needs and
Hello.
get the money
Hello.
he needs to get it.
Hello.
He is your man, and I get that. But that does not mean that he has to rely on you to correct or improve his living
Hello.
situation. That is
Say it.
not your cross to bear. That
Not
is
that.
not your burden.
Nope.
Y'all are not fucking married.
Absolutely not. Mm-mm.
If being home where you are saving money,
Mm-hmm.
finishing school,
Mm-hmm.
and comfortable,
And
and
comfortable.
comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of a better circumstance to be in right now with groceries being $900 for 2 Pop-Tarts.
I don't understand I don't understand as a partner. If you see that your partner is in such a good place, why would you want to take them out of that? Like, that's not your wife. You ain't proposed.
Yeah, if it means that much to him, Jill, he can do it on his own. He
Get
does
your own
not.
apartment.
I understand. I would not want to be
No.
on the market for an apartment right now. I
Or
know.
a relationship.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Neither one of those look sexy at all.
you are
Mm-mm.
not wrong.
Mm-mm.
But again, I don't think that's a you problem. Your boyfriend being uncomfortable in his living situation does not have to in turn jeopardize your living
At
situation
all.
or your finances. My granddaddy had a saying, don't never let no man stop up your money, mix up your money in any
Well,
way. Never let it,
well,
and that goes for husbands, that goes for boyfriends, that goes for brothers, that goes for best friends. You have to have your own things. You have to have your own things. So you don't ever have to rely on someone else. And I feel like that is what your boyfriend is doing. He is relying on you to improve his living circumstances. And I'm
and
not going to
is.
make it about gender and be like, oh, man needs to provide for himself.
Oh
Obviously, he's not in a position to provide for you because
no.
he's not in a position to provide for himself right now.
Well, hello.
That's obvious.
Well,
That
hello.
goes without saying. I think you need to tell him that it is mutually beneficial for you to save your money,
Mm-hmm.
finish school,
Mm-hmm.
stay at home. If this
Mm-hmm.
is a priority for him, it is a great opportunity in your relationship for him to show you how important it is for him to live on his own and go make that happen. That does not mean that you can't help him. That does not mean that you can't help decorate his new place. But I would never tell a young woman to jeopardize her own finances and her own abilities to save some money uh to make a man comfortable. I don't care how much you love him. That's
That's
not
it.
that's it, that's
That's
all.
it.
You're comfortable where you are.
That's
You
it.
like it at home with your mama. I
I don't see the problem,
I don't
personally.
either.
It sounds like a he problem and not a you
It
problem.
does. It
And
does.
he about to he himself up out of a relationship because I can't imagine looking at my partner and seeing them in a really great state, like, and forcing an apartment on that person. Like,
Mm-mm.
you're locked into a lease for at least 12 months.
At least.
At least 12 months. And that means, like, if y'all argue,
Right.
if he gets on your nerves, if he decides he don't want to be together anymore, and now y'all roommates to sleep in the same bed, like, all that, you're locked in that lease. Um, yeah, I'm in full agreement with Rita said. Like, it sounds like a he problem, and he needs to negotiate this. And honestly, if this is the deal breaker, if this right here, not like actual deal breakers like heartbreak or infidelity, or we just don't mesh well, we just don't get along. This right here, this, you won't get an apartment with me, and I feel like I'm gonna give you an ultimatum. If you need an ultimatum to, you're still not gonna get the apartment.
Right. You still gonna be at home.
You're still gonna be at home. Only difference is you ain't gonna have no girlfriend.
That's
That's it.
somebody. Yeah, girl,
Yeah.
I think you got the answer. If he
Mm-hmm.
want an apartment, let him go get one.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're ready to get your own, by all means do that. Don't let nobody rush you up out of a really sweet situation. Look
Okay.
at the economy outside. We don't know what this election is going to bring. Stay home for as long as you can. Save as much money as you can. You may need it because, with the world turning off and the heat turning up, God only knows what rents are going to look like. Save, 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 save. Encourage him to do the same, and y'all will be all right, or you'll be single. Because you know me, my thing
Hello.
is go get a new boyfriend. Boys are
There's a
so
lot
easy
of
to
them out
get.
there.
Go
There's
get
a
a new
lot of them out
boyfriend.
there.
Yeah, that's what I got. You got anything else, Whitney, before we get out of here?
Um, no, y'all, please hydrate. Everybody drink your water, please. I think I tell y'all every week to drink your water, but I'm serious. Like, please, everybody drink your water.
No.
Tell someone else to drink the water. Get like a cute cup, not one of them Stanleys because they're ridiculous and they're indestructible, which means if you decide that you want to throw it out, it lasts forever, which is another pollutant. But get like a cute cup that you're going to travel around with. I've seen people even take like regular water jugs and like write
Mm-hmm.
motivational things on them and like I need to drink this whole thing. I love that. I love that. Please hydrate though. It means a difference. It also helps your black not to crack. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Other than that, though, Rita is the best co-host ever, and I love being on this show.
You say
And I
all the
love it
sweet
here.
things.
I'm not. I'm just telling the truth. Like I'm just so happy to be here. And I love y'all. And y'all be safe.
Yeah, y'all have a great week. Enjoy this nice weather. Get outside while you don't fry, and don't let
Yeah.
anybody play in your face.
Sunscreen. Sunscreen.
Please, y'all,
Please. Sunscreen.
protect your skin.
Please.
Don't
Especially you
keep
blacks. The melanin don't work in climate change.
it doesn't. Listen, the
The
melanin
melanin
will
don't work
fail
in
you.
climate change.
Don't rely on just the melanin. Go out there and get some SPF and
SPS, please.
do
Thank
the
you.
things. Y'all have a great week.
Bye.